on their sheets and everything.
Very serious looks on the judges'
Yes.
faces right now.
Yeah. And that's actually something I'd like to talk about briefly, Jerry, is actually when you're a judge, because both of us do also do judging,
Thank you, Rick.
there's a lot of commotion going around with families
I need
screaming
number
and
one,
friends and everything like that, and there's a lot of chaos. But
Number
all the
3,
while, you as
Brian.
a judge need to stay focused and be in
Number
the moment
10,
and
Anthony.
focus on the athletes right
Number
in front of you.
11,
Because
Tara.
if not, you're doing them a disservice.
16,
You don't even
Adrian.
notice any of that.
You don't.
No,
17,
it completely
Brett.
goes away. You have no idea what's going
That's
on
right.
around you.
You see, you hear
21,
all this
Clarence.
yelling and stuff
Yep.
going around,
You
but
hear none
as
of
a
it.
judge,
26,
you need to
John.
keep the integrity of the show. Keep the integrity of the competition. These guys worked hard so you can judge them.
If you've been trained to sit at that table,
Yes.
then you know how to do this.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Now here we go.
We got 9 up there now.
About eight.
So we have
8 athletes.
competitors
Gentlemen,
in the first
face the
call.
rear.
Yeah. So we see we actually see two DMV guys on the periphery of this call out.
Yes, sir.
John and Charjo.
Carjo, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what you'll see is them start being moved around
That's right.
to make sure some of the, in the end, the lighting is not as good as in the middle.
That's right.
So they're going to move people
Face
around
front.
to make sure they get the lighting that they should get to make sure they see their physiques correctly.
That's right.
26,
Make no mistake about it,
John.
what the judges see
3,
at that
Brian.
table,
Change
not
places.
necessarily what we see or what the people at home are seeing.
That's right.
The closer you get up to these physiques, the more you
Oh.
see the little details and the flaws.
11,
Night.
Charo.
Night
1,
and day, Jerry. I mean, you see
Shadubi, switch
what
places.
you can see on camera versus like pictures and video. It just never does it
16,
justice.
Adrian.
Being
17,
here, being live, and seeing what it's
Brett,
like.
switch
Now,
places.
Jerry, we actually do
Charjo.
have
Wait for it.
Charjo and John right next to each other, and I tell you, John is holding his own. He is thick and grainy.
Yes.
I mean, and I know
Gentlemen,
that's something
take one
that sometimes
step
you
to
don't
your
always
left.
want to reward in men's physique because men's physique is more about being kind of like pretty, aesthetic kind of thing. You don't want to see too much grain kind of thing, too much freakiness. That's for the open, right? In this case, obviously,
got the physique done,
he's
man. He's
oh,
got
he's
the
Face the rear.
stacked.
Now, typically in the back in the day, the people that would be in the middle would be the ones that were winning or doing well.
That's right.
That's not necessarily the case anymore. The judges don't necessarily just put people in certain places anymore.
That's right.
So we're not really sure who's winning, who's
Yeah.
doing what. But I'll tell you what.
Face
I'm telling
front.
You could flip a coin right now, and I wouldn't be mad if any of these guys won.
No, I tell you, absolutely. Absolutely. And Charjo, obviously the Olympian, the resident Olympian on stage, looking unbelievable. Those sort like, look across the stage and notice the obliques.
Yeah.
That's a huge factor for me when it comes
Gentlemen,
to men's
face the
physique.
rear.
When you see the obliques and the taper going right into the lat, that is a detail that I think for men's physique is critical. Yeah. So John is holding his own here. Charjo
Face front.
obviously holding his own.
Yeah, I think they're going to battle it down to the wire. It's not
Oh
going to
yeah.
be something where it's
Now
easy
tell
to
me
win.
here, Jerry, as a judge, do you also like to hold athletes out there for a while, really see who is working on their posing? Because let's talk about posing. Posing is one of the aspects that's a lot of times overlooked on competition day. And unfortunately, that ends up being the deciding factor, especially on a pro level.
No, usually when we get them out there, you know right away who can pose and who
Right,
can't.
right.
You know who's practiced and who hasn't. If they're
Right.
out there for a long period of time,
You'll notice.
because it is a hard class and they're trying to get the judging right.
That's
to
right.
Make sure the people they're placing where they're supposed
Right.
to place. So, like I said, if you've been trained to judge at that table,
That's right.
you know what's going on. So when you walk on stage, within 20 seconds, we know.
17,
There's someone in that lineup
16,
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
26.
And
You can
that's
file off
interesting
stage.
too that you say that, because you see these guys, and these guys all know that, okay, we're on the first call out, we're up here to battle.